Hello, greetings. This is Gilles Mancien. I wanted to come and send greetings today and make a video. I wanted to also to use that time, to use this opportunity to express my gratitude for your presence, for following those videos, for allowing yourself to integrate this information, to be courageous, to question this the old belief in order to move into a path of ascension, and also for sharing those ideas with all those that may be receptive to those new thoughts and ideas. Of course, I am very grateful to my Creator, to my guides, to my soul, to my spirit, to my friend, to my family, to all that is, for all the company of heaven I know is always supportive of my action. And if I am delayed in my ascension process, it is because of me, because of karmic restrictions that I'm overcoming day after day. We're all passing through those things. We have to find the balance between the inner process and the outer life. So in a sense, it is a very important time, because we are shifting, and this solstice for 3 or 4 days between the 21st and the 24th will be, the sun kind of stands still. We see it rise for 3 days exactly in the same time, and then on the 25th, I think there is 1 degree that can be observed in the rising of the sun. So it is very important to use this time to gather, to comfort yourself, to find, to do those things that are enjoyable during those times. But then it is the birth of light, the birth of the rebirth of light, the birth of the divine, this power of the Christ. The Christ is not an individual; it is not even a master. It is a power of light, the power of brotherhood, of universal consciousness. We are one people, one being, and the God, and the Spirit, and the One. So. And this is something that we need to cultivate each and every day. So today we have this new moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the constellation of higher philosophy, higher law, higher mind. It is the intelligence of man with the strength of the horse. For those who are born in the first half of Sagittarius, they're more connected to the earthly Sagittarius, when the second half is more the celestial Sagittarius. For the Sagittarius is the centaur Chiron, was the only centaur that was immortal, and he was the initiator, he was the teacher of all the great heroes of antiquities. Anytime they had some heroes to be educated in the training of the art of living, they would send them to Chiron. And Chiron was also, at some point he got wounded, with the story of Hercules, he got wounded, but as an immortal he could never heal, so he had to give up his immortality to Pele, the husband of Thetis and the father of Achilles, and so he could die and be reborn into a more healthy state. But in a sense, in astrology, it is a very, very powerful influence, for it is a very fast-moving planet. It moves outside of the orbit of Uranus and inside the orbit of Saturn, so therefore it is a bridge between the past and the future. And so he will move out of Pisces really soon, so we will find a little bit of ease in relationship to all those wounds will have been healed, and so we'll be able to move with this fast consciousness of Chiron moving into Aries. It's going to begin next year, but in 2019 you will definitely move forward, and so that will be something to look forward to. For we live in the now, everything is accessible in the now. Chiron is a very powerful planet for me, because my master guide lives on Chiron, and I've been communicating with him for many, many years. Chiron is a planetary body that's connected to 2 other solar systems. They're a very advanced stage of light and life. It is a very advanced civilization, and a very, very essential aspect of astrology. I'm going to pull out a few cards to see what is the highest wisdom for us today. Is this again the paradigm shift? It is understanding this great shift of what is going on, this complete transformation of the psyche, for life will change as we allow this change to happen within us. The whole physical reality will start to connect to a higher grade of reality, and then of course those who are not willing to do this shift will continue to work on their lower cycle, but we will no longer be affected, and we'll start moving as a collective towards something that is far more integrated towards a golden age and an age of light, an age of wisdom. What we need to to understand this responsibility. What is our responsibility? What is not our responsibility? You do not want to butt into the business of other people. It is none of your business. In essence, we find things that are offusking us, and in this limited world, often there was many things that are extremely dark. We see things that are extremely contrasted, but in many sense, most of those things are none of our business. They're not. We have to assume the responsibility of what our soul is calling us to do, and from there we'll find a path of grace, we'll find a path of ease, and we'll be able to assist all those other aspects, other people, but without having to take the burden of their responsibility. For everyone has to. You can only handle your life. Is your own life is plenty enough to embrace and to let go of all those things, so you can feel a true joy in life. For life was created to experience joy in the physical, the touch, the smells, all those magnificent physical reality was made for enjoyment. But then there are certain groups that had decided to dominate life and create hell for everybody else, and then so people became sleepy, and it was a long sleep. This planet was a planet prison for a long time, but now it is at the age of freedom, the age of truth. As we awaken to the higher truth of who we are, this inner light, inner soul, we find freedom, and the planet will be liberated as more people find this truth and freedom. What we need to do is the Pathfinder. The Pathfinder is a guide that helps us find a way how to deal with the circumstances of our life in a way that will help us to navigate and find access to that freedom that we are seeking. And the general message for us is life purpose, to understand why you came here on this planet. You came here to participate in the greatest shift of evolutionary consciousness that has ever happened on this planet. There's been great shift of consciousness that we participate in Lemuria, in Atlantis and others, or even other times. There was a Renaissance, and there was all kinds of. We participated through past life in many ways, but this life, this time, is very essential. It is very important to all souls who choose to participate in this ascension process. Understand that all the work we do in ascension is not the ascension for the ascension will come when all will be addressed, and then it will be a natural process of being elevated into a new level. For now, we have to apply ourselves with humility and love and kindness in relation to ourselves and the world. And day after day, we're making progress. Until we'll have mastered all of the aspects of the human school, the earth school that we came here to be part of. And so I hope you enjoyed those time. It is a great time to be enjoyed. I'm going to finish with a little song. It's a short version, but it's a song about letting go, about surrendering, about trusting the universe. It's called Let It Be. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. For though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Yeah, there will be an answer, let it be. Well, thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.